Hello and welcome to Jamie Dykes, WPPSA Snooker Coach. And in today's video, we're going to talk about the follow through. So a complete follow through is probably one of the most important parts of anyone's technique. It's a completion of the shot. And we're looking to get that grip all the way up into our chest as we deliver that cue through the cue ball. So if I set this simple shot up here, we can have a very, very short follow through. Some people have what we call a high elbow. So as we come in, we make contact. See, there is a high elbow, but I've not made contact with the chest yet. So to make contact with the chest, I go a bit further, but now you see my elbow is starting to drop. Now, the reason I've made that point is some people think that it's not a good idea to drop the elbow. But if that gets you to the chest into a full follow through, it's advisable to do it. So I'll play this brown now and I'll screw the white back for the blue. And I will stay down on the shot to show you how far through I've got with the strike after I've delivered the cue through the cue ball, and I will just explain what's happening. I'll pop myself down, I'm going to play the brown, screw back for the blue, full follow through. Now as you can see, I've really dropped my elbow here and I've got through it all the way past the chest almost, but that's not a bad thing. I've got through the cue ball, I've given it all the revolutions through the delivery of the strike I could possibly do. I've caught the cue ball at 100%. If I didn't follow all the way through and I held my cue back, I probably wouldn't get the reactions so easily from the cue ball. So depending on how you are set up, whether you're quite square to the shot or your left leg, if you're right-handed, is slightly more further forward, opening up your hips a little bit more, will determine how much you can follow through. So if I pop myself down here very square, you can see that both feet are virtually level with each other, and the space created is quite short. So I will have quite a short follow through. Okay, I haven't got the room to go too far once I start hitting my chest, but it's still a follow through. So as we come through, I go all the way to the chest. Now you can see I have a slightly higher elbow. But as long as I strike through to the chest and get through that cue ball, I've completed the shot. Now, if I go through and I push my left leg slightly further forward, I will open up the space in and around my hips and chest, creating a deeper follow through. I'll put the left leg slightly more further forward. And now I've got much more room before I make contact with the chest. And this will create a deeper follow through and my elbow will drop. So as I come through to the chest, I've now made contact with the chest and my elbow is dropped. Okay? So if you're struggling to time the shot well or get a decent follow through, and you're playing quite square and you feel like you're jabbing a little bit too much, just push that left leg a little bit further forward so that you create that space to get through that cue ball. Now, one final bit of advice I could give you to make this a lot easier, if you still are struggling or you feel you're struggling, you're not getting through the ball enough, one thing you can do is imagine you're hitting the object ball with your tip. Okay, you're not just hitting or striking through the cue ball, you're actually driving the tip of your cue into the object ball. So if I play this brown here again, I will imagine that the white is not the ball I'm actually striking, I'm going to go all the way to that brown. Okay, and that will create a full follow through on this delivery. I'll screw back for the blue again. I'm kidding on, but I'm striking the brown with the tip of my cue. If you can see there, I've dropped again because I've got my left leg slightly more further forward, opened up this space to complete a nice deep follow through. Okay, so the core principles of good full follow through, there really is only one. And that is, make sure your grip hand makes contact with your chest on every shot. Whether you are square and you've not got a huge space here and it's a shorter follow through with a high elbow, always make sure that grip makes contact with your chest. If you're somebody that plays with a bit more of an open area in the hips and your left leg's a little bit more further forward, and you come through and you drop the elbow by the time your hand makes contact with your chest, that's fine. But the core principle is every single shot, deliver that grip hand to the chest. Good luck with your snooker. Don't forget, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell for more content, and I will see you in the next one.